Hello, YouTube. The Baltiets can safely be called one of the rarest Soviet pistols. Only 14 pistols saw the light of day. And this is despite the good fighting qualities of the weapon. Why was the Baltiets never put into mass production? Well, the first domestically produced self-loading pistol adopted by the USSR, the TT, or TT in English, caused many complaints at the beginning of the Great Patriotic War, as we refer to World War II. In particular, during the siege of Leningrad in 1941-1942, at temperatures from minus 20 Celsius to minus 30 Celsius, there were certain delays in firing the TT pistol. Then the Chief of Staff of the Baltic Fleet, Yuri Fyodorovich Ral, turned to his superiors with the initiative to develop a self-loading pistol at the factories of the northern capital, referring to Leningrad, for arming the fleet's command staff, which would not cause such failures. Ral's request was considered at the meeting of the Bureau of the Leningrad Regional Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, as a result of which a decision was made to instruct the director of plant number 181, B.P. Rumyantsov, to initially produce a batch of 15 pistols. The task for the experts was not easy, since the pistols also had to fire standard 7.62 by 25 cartridges. The German Walter PP pistol was used as a basis for the Soviet pistol. In early 1942, the chief designer and technologist, their surnames are still known, Yegorev and Bogdanov, submitted only the first sketches to the judgment of the head of the Balashov Armory. However, after some time, the aforementioned workshop head, Balashov, issued orders to the heads of the sections, Fokina, Baturina, Vizhalova, according to which they were to produce the first 15 pistols. It is worth noting that the weapon was made manually. Bluing is a chemical process that darkens the surface of iron, steel, brass, and aluminum to create protective coating that prevents rust and corrosion. The process is called bluing because the resulting finish is a blue-black color. The metal must be regularly oiled to maintain its rust resistance. Even the surface treatment with bluing was carried out in an artisanal way for the Baltiets pistols. That's what I wanted to let you know, and that's why I included the description of the process. Well, copy number 1 was made at the engine machine building plant in the spring of 1942. The tests of the pistol were carried out directly in an empty workshop at the temperature of minus 30 degrees Celsius. The pistol proved to be reliable, and the automation worked without delay, but the weapon was too heavy. The first Baltiets pistol weighed 1,100 grams. Therefore, the debut copy had to be improved. In particular, the length of the barrel was reduced. Thanks to this, the gun felt lighter by 140 grams. It is noteworthy that after the redesign, the combat qualities of the Baltiets did not suffer at all compared to the first copy. Subsequently, according to the author of the Encyclopedia Russian Pistols and Revolvers, pistol number 2 was presented to Admiral Kuznetsov, People's Commissar of the Navy. It seemed that the goal set for the gunsmith had been successfully achieved, but that wasn't the case. There were only 14 of them, and it was not possible to produce even the first batch of 15 Baltiets pistols. The fact is that when assembling the weapon, there was a shortage of parts. There were only enough for 12 new pistols. Those responsible for storing the parts were punished accordingly. A few years later, This episode, and most importantly the fact that the creation of the weapon was not sanctioned by Moscow, became the charges in the so-called Leningrad case, one of the Stalinist purges, when people got arrested and executed or received long sentences. But even during the war, repressive measures did not lead to anything. According to Vladislav Kashtanov, the author of the publication Self-Loading Pistols, they somehow managed to assemble only 14 Baltiets, and the Baltiets did not see mass production. What happened to most of the Baltiets pistols from the first and only batch remains a mystery. It is only known that copy number 1 was presented to Andrei Zhdanov, the first secretary of the Leningrad Regional Committee and the City Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. The second pistol, as mentioned above, went to Admiral Kuznetsov. His namesake, the secretary of the Leningrad City Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, Alexei Kuznetsov, was also presented with one of the copies. 2 more admirals, Vladimir Tributs and Nikolai Smirnov, also received 1 Baltiets pistol each. I know that well-to-do Russians were looking for the Baltiets probably 20 years ago or so, but I do not believe they found any extra ones, meaning the original ones. So this is what I wanted to let you know today about a very unique, very unusual pistol. And I'll tell you more stories about Soviet and Russian weapons. If you like my research and you can support me, please do so through the links you'll find in the description to this video. Please like my videos, please tell others. Thank you.